Good evening, everyone. I'm standing between you and after party. So the good news is I'll keep my speech short so that you have a longer party. The other good news is that we are opening up the after party to everyone who still remains in the hall now. So I presume that's the only reason you are still around. Many people ask me why we chose the Chimes Hall for today's event. I told them because today's bride and bridegroom is traditional finance and DeFi. Okay, that's a joke. I think based on today's various discussion, I can see two key themes. First is definitely about stablecoins. It's almost like the stablecoins summer this round. And we know that the last DeFi summer didn't end that well. So we hope that this stablecoin summer will be a lot better. The other key theme definitely is around RWA tokenization. So I'll just give very brief remarks on these two topics. I think in terms of stablecoin, it's a tale of two cities. If you look at the stablecoin transaction flow, it's very different in emerging markets and in advanced markets. In fact, most of the flows are in the advanced economy, especially in countries like Singapore, Hong Kong, and US. In fact, I think these are the three that forms the bulk of all the OTC flows. And truth to be told, majority of these transactions are crypto trading. But increasingly, we are seeing more and more real-world business-to-business trading done using stablecoins. So that is definitely a good start. But if you look at the flows in emerging economies, it's very different. If you look at their stablecoin flow in absolute terms, it might not be high, but in relation to their GDP, it's actually very high. So obviously, stablecoins are solving a real problem in emerging economies because we know that many of these economies, their national currencies are weak. So stablecoins are a natural hedge for them to protect the value of their currencies. So that's my take on stablecoin. Of course, the other thing that many don't really discuss is really that stablecoins has a lot of implication on monetary policy because we know that if there are more and more stablecoins issuers, there will be more demand for treasuries, which will push up the price and will have impact on lowering down interest rate. Something that many central bankers don't like because you are interfering with their ability to manage interest rate. I think the other impact, of course, is stable coins will also redirect deposits away from banks or deposit-taking institutions. So increasingly, we are seeing a lot of traditional banks taking an interest in this space. They are not coming in here for cryptocurrencies. They are here because stablecoins could have a real impact on their credit-making ability and their revenue stream in Forex. Next, I cover the topic on real asset tokenization. Actually, I mean, the real asset tokenization is not new, but today, if you look at the entire market cap for real asset tokenization is only less than 0.1%. And in fact, the most common real asset tokenization, other than stablecoins, are money market fund and T-bills. There are attempts to tokenize more complex products. If you look at money market fund and T-bills, right, these are highly liquid and simple products. So there are attempts to tokenize more complex products, like this afternoon we hear about tokenizing fixed income by bond blocks, and also DBS recently launched their tokenized structured notes. And if you look further, things like tokenizing real estate is not going to be easy. And if those who are in Singapore, you know, to tokenize real estate, there's a lot of regulation. Even if you are Singaporean, to buy the second property, you are subjected to further stamp duty. And for foreigners, it's even more complex. So I think tokenizing real estate will take a while longer, but I think this is going to be a multi-generational journey, those who start now seize the first mover advantage, and you should be in a good space. So that's my two take on that. Okay, let me thank our sponsors. So an event at this scale simply does not happen on its own. To our incredible sponsors and partners, your support is more than just financial. It is a profound commitment to the open dialogue and education that fuels this space. Thank you for believing in the mission of this summit. And finally, to the tireless, dedicated team behind the scenes, from the people managing the lights and sound, to the concierge desk, and especially the Moments and Events team. Please join me in a massive round of applause for the group who worked for months to make this today seamless, productive, and truly memorable. You are truly the unsung heroes of this entire event. And on behalf of the entire Digital Assets Summit team, thank you for making this the most impactful summit yet. We'll see you again next year. Thank you.